So once again, no hands, comparing automation, FSD in this case, full self-driving in a Tesla, comparing it to your internet business. So this full self-driving, this automation gets better the more you use it. The same thing with your internet business, but it doesn't mean that you can just not think about things and not be attentive, because what happens a lot of the time with people is they buy into a program and then the program just says to them, look, I want you to do this, use the automation, use your autoresponder, put in your templates, and buy the higher levels of our program and go into the $5,000, $10,000, buy the $15,000 and $20,000 level so that you don't miss out. Because if somebody moves forward and you haven't bought into the higher levels, you're not going to get that big commission because you're in at the small level and you didn't invest a lot of money. So what they do is they make you focus on the shiny object, automation, just like the shiny object here is the full self-driving. And by doing that, because at the end of the day they're a business, and although it is wrong for them to do this, there is a lot of that going on out there. So you get distracted by the shiny object and you don't realize that really you need to pay attention so that you can make slight adjustments. The same way that this guy here is about to go. I have a car over here and I have to watch out because guess what? If this car swipes a car or a sidewalk, it's my insurance and I'm at fault if the car does the wrong thing. I can't just blame it on automation and say, well, it was the automation. So same thing with your business. You can't, blame it and say, well, it's not working correctly, I'm not making the money I want to make, or I'm not making any money at all because there's something wrong with the automation. It's a combination of things. So again, here I am not touching anything, but I am aware and I'm tuned in. Same thing again with your business. It may be that the automation is okay, but you need a better autoresponder series. You need better copywriting. You need to have a better way to understand sales and marketing so that your ad copy is more compelling. Because if your ad copy is not compelling, and that comes from you paying attention, that discovering it needs to be so, and then seeking out a way to do so, instead of just sitting there and saying, well, I have the pre-written templates, I have the, that everyone else sends out, I have automation, I don't need to do anything, I don't need to think, I don't need to pay attention, I can just set it and forget it. And I can assure you, there's maybe a half of a percent of all people that get involved in an internet business that can behave that way and actually make any money worth ever writing home about, that they could actually depend on full time. So the purpose of what I'm trying to get across to you is that you need to be attentive. You must always be thinking about what can you do to improve things, and what, if you're on top of it, what can you observe to make sure that things make sense and that everything is going well, so that you don't have a collision in your business that you could have easily avoided. And you want to make it so that your business can be as productive as possible. And this comes with little tweaks and paying attention to the little details, not just setting automation and saying the automation's set, everything's fine, and I'm not going to pay attention to anything that's going on around me, like the kids over here, or this right turn that needs to be made that, see, I'm not doing it, but my hands, I'm right there and I'm ready to do what's needed. So you get the idea. And by the way, it has gotten better as I've been using it. I can't say that it's perfect, but it's better than the first day that I did use it. See, and it's going to pull over here on its own and have me stop at my destination.